Welcome to the Greenview Talk podcast. Today we will talk about the article, Prolonged Droughts Demand Prevention and Infrastructure. Time to do what's right and effective, written by myself, Antonio Fernando Pinheiro Pedro, and my great friend, Rafael Possik, The Ancestral Dance of the Earth, Drought, Fire, and Human Responsibility. At a time when the seasons seem to lose their rhythm and nature, instead of bending, asserts itself, Brazil faces one of its oldest and most challenging spectacles, the dry season. But this is not an isolated event or an apocalyptic novelty. Our ancestors, carving their stories on stones exposed by receding rivers, already knew that the earth and climate dance in millennial cycles. Science shows us that long before the industrial chimney released its first smoke, entire cities, such as those of the Mayan civilization, were abandoned due to long periods of drought. Entire biomes were redefined by changes in ocean currents, demonstrating that resilience and adaptation have always been requirements for life on this planet. This perspective, far from minimizing the importance of human action, invites us to a deeper and less simplistic view. The question is not whether the climate is changing, but rather how our civilization responds to these changes, whether they are natural or accelerated by our own actions. Inaction and a lack of planning place us in a scenario of vulnerability. Prolonged droughts and fires, often criminal, spread without proper control. Water scarcity affects the population, agriculture, and even navigation, while the media often adopts an alarmist rhetoric, contributing to a climatism environment that seeks culprits more than effective solutions. True intelligence does not react, it plans. The path to resilience, engineering, technology, and management. The debate on climate change, which will culminate in COP30 in Belém, Pará, needs to go beyond rhetoric. The discussion must focus on robust and scientifically based environmental policies that prepare our country for the future. In this context, a proactive approach is fundamental, and human ingenuity must be our ally. One of the foundations for water security is water storage. The construction of dams and reservoirs, designed in an integrated way, is essential not only for human supply, but also for agriculture, energy generation, and flood control. Projects like Belo Monte, for example, demonstrate the need for planning that considers the long-term water availability for the functioning of large infrastructures. Planning must consider multiple uses and navigability, inventorying river basins to meet the geoclimatic demands of each region. The efficient management of water resources is another pillar. This includes the implementation of water reuse and recycling systems, which close the sanitation loop. The technology to treat and reuse wastewater already exists in Brazil, but its large-scale application is still in its early stages. Instead of polluting rivers, lakes, and seas, treated water can be redistributed for domestic, industrial, and even agricultural use, saving water from natural reservoirs. Technology plays a crucial role. An intelligent monitoring and control system, integrating data from telemetry, satellites, and flow and level sensors, is essential for the National Water and Basic Sanitation Agency, ANA, and other bodies to manage the national water system in an integrated manner. Remote sensing, for example, can map moisture areas and indicate where drought and fire prevention policies should be prioritized. Furthermore, training farmers and using apps can optimize water use and agricultural practices. From earth to fire, an integrated approach. You cannot discuss drought without discussing fires. The two issues are interconnected and demand a systemic response. Prevention plans must be developed jointly, considering the relationship between water use and firefighting. The protection and recovery of natural resources are vital. Reforestation and the recovery of degraded areas funded by environmental repair funds must focus on aquifer recharge and spring areas. Regenerative agriculture and the use of biofertilizers, combined with techniques like terracing, can restore soils, prevent erosion and silting, and increase the resilience of ecosystems. COP30 in Belém, Pará, is an opportunity for Brazil to lead a global discussion that goes beyond climatism. The focus must be on technical and proactive governance, promoting policies of resilience and adaptation. It is not about denying the importance of emissions reduction, but about recognizing that pollution and the planet's natural cycles coexist and that the human response must be pragmatic and structural. Water security, sustainable agricultural production, and the minimization of fires are not dilemmas, but obligations. The discussion at COP30 must be a call to action, to intelligence, and to political will. Brazil, with its natural wealth and vulnerabilities, can and must be an example of how science, engineering, and common sense can build a safer and more resilient future for all. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like the video, share your opinion in the comments, and subscribe to our channel, as this greatly helps our information reach a wider audience, transmitting knowledge to all those who are willing to listen. We will see you soon in our next video.